Hello, welcome to today's text complexity session. Just when you think of text complexity, it's more than just choosing a good text to read, a good book to read, something you love to read, but is it appropriate for your students? Text complexity involves choosing the right text, not just any text. Giving students a complex text or a text with complexity does not mean that they're going to read and understand it. You need to review the text, make sure that it's at the appropriate lexile level for your students. Are you looking at the instructional level? Are you looking to encourage your students to stretch them? Or do you want something to read just for fun? If it's for fun, it's probably not a text that you would be considering for a complex text. With the complex text, it is something that you will need to think about, talk about, write about, read about. And it's a never-ending circle, and the circle goes both ways, clockwise and counterclockwise. With the complex text, students need to read it more than once. They need to think about it, they need to talk about it, they need to write about it, and they need to read about it. A main point regarding text complexity is they need regular practice with complex text. It's not something you can do once in a 9 weeks and say, yes, that's done for now. I don't need to do anything else for this 9 weeks. It's something that they need on a regular basis. A recent research study looked at where students were in the first grade. Your high-achieving students and your lower-achieving students. And in the first grade, they were basically the same. They were a few points off, not many. However, by the time these same students went to high school or made it to high school, there was a huge difference. When the researchers started looking into the reasons why, they discovered that the more advanced students had regular practice, exposure, teacher instruction with complex text. That made the difference for these students that were going to be college and career ready. Most questions that a teacher will ask regarding a text, and this is regardless of grade level, stay at the surface level of communication. These questions typically do not require students to analyze the text, its content, or its structure. Most of the reading is like macaroni and cheese. It's something students enjoy and want to do. However, they still need to eat their broccoli, which would be complex text. They need balanced reading. Students need to be able to cite textual evidence from the material they read to support their ideas. When students are using graphic organizers or any other learning strategy that focuses only on main idea and or compare and contrast, you are only exploring the first two levels of Webb's depth of knowledge. To get to levels 3 and 4, you need to think about, why did the author write it this way? Why did he choose, or she choose, that word instead of another word? Students need to delve deeper into the text and the graphics to build on their knowledge, to have a sequence of learning. Teachers need to make sure that students examine the graphics, not just the words. Questions that students ask should make connections among the text. Text questions should not be just in chronological order. This happened at the first of the story. This happened at the middle of the story. This happened at the end of the story. Questions for a complex text should require students to look at what happened at the first of the story and tie to what happened at the end of the story. Is there a cause and effect here? Thank you for joining me, and we will work on this again one day. Thank you.